Hi, and thank you for allowing me to send you this video. My name is Alex, and I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how, by improving your website, you can get more leads, more traffic to your website, outrank your competition, and of course, get that exposure that you need on Google. So first things first, I have your website pulled up here, and one of the things I have to compliment is the nice design and everything, but what really matters into all these websites is the content that you have. The content is what will drive your website to be shown on Google. So that means that you need to have relevant content, not just images, but most relies on the words that you have here. So they have to be original, the way that they're written. They have to include the keywords that you want to be found for example, the Epoxy Floor, New Jersey, things like that. But since you don't have that much of a content, it will be really hard for you to start ranking or maintaining those top first pages position. Same thing applies to the images. If they're not optimized, it's really hard for you to be found on Google. So let's take a look and let's click one of these images and see what we have. So it seems to be a link to one of your sub pages to gallery, but you don't have any pictures here. So as you can have, I see that you have YouTube videos. They should be having the same thing. It should be their tags. They have the information, the details will have to include the keywords that you want to be found for. But going back, adding more relevant content will definitely help you. Let's say those are links, nothing really. View gallery again. Yeah, you don't have, let's see, residential. Let's see what you got here. Let's click on this and let's see if the images are actually optimized. And I can tell that they're not optimized because this file name should be something relevant to what you do. For example, Epoxy Flex System, New Jersey, or one of the areas on Trenton, Newark, something like that. You're wasting a lot of potential here because you're not optimizing your images with the right information. Now, moving forward, if we look on the back end of your website, you're only being found for 428 organic keywords. I can see that you're running some Google ads. You have around 860 backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites that are mentioned in your website and will give you power so you can be found on Google. Think about a popularity contest. If there's a lot of people talking about your business in a positive way, you're going to be really popular. But if not, if you have just random people talking about you and not saying something positive, this is what happens. You can have thousands and thousands of backlinks, but if they're not relevant, if they're not powerful, and most important, if they're not targeting the keywords that you need to be found for, you will stay in this number. It will never increase. That's the domain rating. Let's take a look and see the keywords that you're being found for really quick. For example, this is too broad because living room epoxy floor, it tells me that you want to rank for this keyword, but it's a national keyword. And you are located in New Jersey, and the surrounding area should be the target. Let's keep scrolling down and see if we find something relevant so you can drive more leads into your website. For example, this one, Epoxy Flooring Contractors NJ. We can see that there's 30 searches a month. You're ranking number 8, and you're only getting around 1 visit straight to your website. Let's see, what do you have? Epoxy Contractors, this one over here, 60 searches a month. You just climbed 28 spots from the last month, and you're ranking number 12. That means on the second page, and you're only getting 1 visit for that specific keyword. Same thing applies for this, for example, garage clear coat. Is that really something that you want to be found for? And it seems like you're putting some work into this. Same thing here, epoxy coat, 70 searches a month, and you're climbing really high, build Is that something? Again, the question is that bringing you potential clients? Only you can tell. Let's go and see in Google. Let's try to find something relevant. For example, flooring New Jersey. That's one of the keywords that you might be interested in targeting. And if we do that, we see over here the traditional Google Ads. That's something you're actually running. And let's see what keywords are you running on that. Flooring, okay. I don't see you over here, but let's see if we actually trying to rank for that keyword. There's 29 that you're running, so that's pretty a lot. So, for example, concrete epoxy floor. I don't think this will be bringing you potential clients into your website because it's a broad term, it's a broad of a keyword, not too much in specific. You're running an ad for this Garage Experts of Kansas City. You're wasting money there because I'm not sure if you will be doing business in Kansas City. Garage flooring. This one will definitely be one of those. Garage floor coating in J. We can see that there's 30 searches a month. Result, well, how many traffic you're getting? Let's see. You're not getting even 1% of the traffic into your website. So this is what I was telling you. If you're going to be running Google Ads, it's really important that there's a lot of factors that contribute for a Google Ad campaign to be successful. And if you just do it randomly, you're just wasting a lot of money. So moving next, we have the map section, and this is where you want to be. Regardless of your location, you can target specific areas of the whole state of Jersey, or even, like I see here, New York and Connecticut, but it depends on the areas that you want to target. So you can be found here, you can actually appear here if you will be targeting the right keywords, so you can be in these top 3 and then at least in the first page of a Google search. Keep in mind that if you're not appearing here, that means that chances of you showing up here are really, really low. So let's see why these guys are ranking #1 for this specific keyword, which is a very popular keyword. If we pull up their website, you can see that they have a lot going on here. They have links, they have all these certifications. Not too much of a content wise. So if you want to start competing with these guys, if you have relevant content, you can definitely start competing, head to head with these guys. Although they have a lot of pages here. Let's see, they have sub pages, more sub pages here, clearance. All that is helping them to rank. And if we look on the back end of their website, you can easily see that they're being found for over 2,000 keywords. They're not running any Google Ads because they don't need it anymore. They're ranking #1 for that specific keyword. But again, this is helping on that. And they have over 3,000 backlinks. And for this amount of backlinks, this number should be a little bit, at least higher than that. So that means that whatever they're doing over here is doing just enough for them to be found. Let's take a look and see the keywords that they're being found for really quick. Florida, New Jersey, like I was telling you, there's 150 searches a month, and because they're ranking #1, they're getting 48 straight visits to their website. And this is something that the web design comes into place. How you catch those visits and try to convert them into potential leads, potential customers. Right here is a good example, but if this is not optimized as well, it's very, very difficult. My suggestion here is that if you're going to be targeting 3 different states or 3 different areas, big areas, you will need to have different service pages for those specific areas. Moving on, you can see that these guys are actually targeting the right keywords. Flooring companies NJ, 40 searches a month. They're ranking #1, and for those 40 searches, they're getting 13 visits straight to their website again. So whoever is running their marketing campaign, they really know what they're doing, even though they don't have that much of a relevant on when it comes to content. So that's good news for you, because we can definitely start competing with these guys if you put um, the necessary work into it. Again, I don't want to take too much of the time, so just to recap this really quick, if you want to start competing with those guys, you need to have relevant content, optimize your keywords, optimize your images, and keep an eye on this, because this might be just draining money out of your pocket, and you probably not seeing the results that you want. And I can tell, because these keywords are not something relevant for what you might be trying to target. And if you're running backlinks, if you're paying for these links, make sure they're relevant, because they're not. I don't see them doing too much of a improve to your name, if that makes sense. Again, my name is Alex. I hope you find this information helpful. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Our information will be attached to the email. Thank you.